Next, we see the parameter recovery. This is something that is typically very expensive to do with non-amortized methods because it requires you to fit your model on hundreds of simulated data sets. Right? For amortized inference, this is just a nice side effect. So we're seeing here the ground truth versus the estimate, and we see that I would say 3 of the parameters can be estimated somewhat precisely. 2 of the parameters show signs of recovery, but not impressive. And 1 parameter, rho, so this is the correlation, right, between the 2 stochastic paths, is completely unrecoverable. Okay? And these things, if I talk to my group, these things are actually expected. So this run, I would say, did not produce anything surprising in this case. Let's continue to do some more diagnostics.
So here, yes? can you just tell listeners why that's not surprising in this case?
Because in some of the papers that now we have to note here that this way of fitting these options pricing models is absolutely non-standard. Finance literature equals model calibration. They have other tools, and it's just some other papers have already indicated that it's really, really hard to estimate the correlation. Okay, now, I personally, I haven't done any mathematical analysis of this model to prove that this is the case.
But that's something you always see in these kind of models.
Yeah, or you expect to see, unless you have, let's say, much longer time series or some other information. For example, for some reason, in some way you measure the volatility, or you get an indicator of the volatility, because all the model is seeing here is the price path. The path of the volatility is latent. So you can see it can be very hard to estimate a correlation like that. Okay. Now, calibration coverage, I think we don't need to go into detail here. These are more comprehensive diagnostics, which basically
they are great.
Trust your,
I definitely recommend people to use these plots. I use them all the time now. They are in the new RVs 1.0, and well, in Baseflow they have been there since the inception, which is something I always really loved in the package. And that's also why I've bugged Osvaldo Martin, I think, to really have them also in RVs, because honestly they are extremely useful and very important also. Like, they give you a lot of information about how good your model is at recovering parameters when you're developing, and also how good it is at actually predicting. So very, very important. And I love it. You can do them for out of sample data, for in sample data. You'll see some very interesting patterns of hierarchical models, which usually, they underfit in sample. So it can be like, so if you compare models only in sample, you can be like, oh my God, the hierarchical model is bad actually. And then out of sample, the hierarchical model almost always becomes the best one, because thanks to the underfitting in sample, it actually becomes much better out of sample.